And you're still on the hashtag Hot Drive.
You guys changed the hashtag. Drive. Saturdays,
Hot 96
Drive. It's your design.
Yes, and this hour we are so happy to host Rose Kamanga. She's the Communications Officer at the Kenya Association of Manufacturers.
Hey, watengenezaji bidhaa.
Mnatengenezanga nini?
Tunatengenezanga vitu mingi.
Kama nini hivi?
Tunatengenezanga soda,
right?
Crisps.
Yes.
Pia tunajua tu manufacturer. Watu wote wenye manufacturer.
I have to ask you in public interest. Nyinyi ndio mnaenda kuongeza bei ya unga? Is it you people?
Sinyi mnatengeneza bidhaa.
No comment.
Truly, she is the communications officer. Well done, Rose. Welcome on the show.
Thank you.
Today we host you on Pleasant Matters.
Yes.
So I'll be nice.
Are there ever unpleasant?
Of course, we can talk about the Beya Biva. Beya Biva.
You're next week.
I like her. Okay. And Rose is with us today because of an initiative that they have together with the Dandora Hip Hop City Youth.
Yeah.
Woo! An artist CSR partnership called Building Champions to Drive Social Change and Sustainability. And I think most of us know DHC or Dandora Hip Hop City because of Juliani,
yes,
who is the founder, yes, of that initiative. And you know, Juliani has really always been able to build, I think, smart partnerships with private sector for social good. And this time Cam is coming on board to support him. Tell us why.
Well, actually we signed an MOU with Dandora Hip Hop City and Juliani. And actually the partnership was under our PET subsector. PET is the plastic bottles.
PET Zungu.
So what we're doing with Juliani is we're coming together to talk about waste management and the whole value chain of waste management. And because, of course, a large population is within the youth, and we felt he would be a good maybe amplifier of our message, a message that already we've been talking about. So we just needed to amplify that message and put it in a format that will be well understood by the youth. So that is basically what we're doing with Juliani under the PET subsector. So it's waste management.
I mean, of course, Dandora is the home of that. If you're talking about perhaps our challenges in waste management. Yet at the same time, you know, it's bulging with youth.
Yes.
What is the relationship, I wonder, for you between protecting the environment and the large youth factor in communities like this, who are still the first ones to be affected, you know, when we make their homes a dumping site?
It's true. Well, as industry, we do want to build, like what we're doing tomorrow is building the capacity of this youth. We don't want to just seem like we're imposing. So because partnering with them will allow them also to create jobs in the cycle of waste management, because in that cycle there's the people who are collecting waste. So they'll be able to collect waste, then we link them up with recyclers, so they're able to make the income. So what we want to do is build them as well, just build their employability and just expose them to the market.
Yeah. And you're also leveraging music in this. I mean, Dandora Hip Hop City is well known for, you know, growing this young talent.
Yes.
I mean, what's your relationship with them? Is it that capacity building?
Yes, of course, we want also for them to be able to talk about this waste management or environmental issues within their music. And I know after our building capacity workshop, Dandora Hip Hop City is going to host a hip hop marathon, a 24-hour cypher. And that's going to be a platform for them to now speak about what it is that they've learned at the sustainability workshop. So it's, like I'm saying, we're just amplifying our message. And this time we're using music to be able to reach a larger audience. Yeah. So we want people in the matatus that are throwing out the bottles outside the window to hear that song from so and so and rethink about that, the littering part about it.
Yeah. And you know, Rose, what do you know about hip hop?
Me? I used to be a rapper. Well,
Whoa! Yes, girl.
When I was younger, I used to be a rapper. So I know hip hop, Tupac. I'm a big fan of Tupac. I'm a big fan of K Shaka, who also came from Dandora. I'm a big fan of Hardstone.
Yeah.
Those older guys. Nowadays I don't know if it's hip hop. Some guys doing hip hop R&B. Sielewi ya siku hizi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a few lines for us?
Twende sasa.
Sunite beat. Oh no. One mbili totally na akili na kaya maana wewe kwa akili mademo fly lazima wakuwe high. Leadership is a born thing in our kind. Akiku play sister lazima play sister. Juliani game sister sister.
And
Sit down. Kam is also manufacturing rap. Well done to you. I mean, and I think rap has always been that platform to, one way or another, still amplify social issues.
Yes.
People have always turned to rap to talk about what's happening in their communities, etc. What do you think? How do you see that being, if you like, extra leverage in terms of raising community awareness around, something that is very prominent in Dandora, which is this huge dump site?
I think it's a big platform for us to be able to talk about this waste through hip hop and through music, because it's easier for people to listen to. It's more attractive, and that's why we found it's a good way. It's not the only way, like I was saying. We're just amplifying the message.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then unachiki rose manufacturing is one of the big four agenda, right? Nipila, the big four economic plan. And unajua skills ni vitu za muhimu sana, especially for the younger generation. So apart from initiative kuangalia ni aje unaweza collect the waste and then wanakuwa hooked up na recyclers, is there an agenda to make sure pia these young people wanakuwa groomed, wanakuwa nurtured in future pia wakuwa manufacturers, and not only manufacturers for profits, but manufacturers who will be in business and at the same time conserve the environment, meaning they manufacture in ways that don't hurt the environment?
That's a good question. But yes, and that's why we are kickstarting this initiative tomorrow, like we're saying, just building the sustainability. Yeah. And this is just the first, it's just the pioneer. So we plan, of course, to also go to all we have 7 chapters around the country, and we're planning to use all these 7 chapters to still speak this message and build these sustainability champions. And the thing about this kind of workshop that we're having is it's an opportunity for industry to meet arts. Yeah. And so we'll still be able to talk about what industry is doing and just even build those linkages and those connections with these artists and these young people so that also they can be mentored. So if in future they do feel like they want to go into the line of manufacturing, then they'll have the networks and the linkages to be able to guide them to get into this manufacturing as well.
Good stuff. And you've seen of late lots of artists coming out and actually using their arts to express aspects of social justice and to a reasonable extent activism.
Yes.
Talk about Juliani, who's been in this line for quite some time. Talk about Elani, the recent one, and then we had Sauti Sol and Nishinsky actually coming out loud about the same issues. Yes. And I wonder whether through this partnership with Dandora HIP HOP City and Kam, you're looking at ways through which music in the long term will actually bear the message of conserving the environment by manufacturing in ways that do not degrade this environment of ours.
That's exactly what even our focus is, like through amplifying our message through music and a more entertaining kind of angle. And like you said, music has been used to talk about these social change issues, and that's why as industry we're coming in to incorporate music and art into our messaging, so that we can be able, of course, to now reach a larger audience through our music and the issues of environmental conservation.
Okay, you do have already a program for tomorrow's event.
Yes.
Okay, so we will be talking about that in the next link. It's about 26 minutes kabla hii second hour katike. Rose Kamanga ndio ndani ya studio communications officer kutoka wapi maeneo ya Kenya Association of Manufacturers, and we big up na wakati team up na Dandora Hip Hop City to make sure tuna conserve the environment. Hapa ni mali ngoma jozi inatumika kupass the message venye suifanya ngapo hivi kwenye hot drive each and every day kwanza 3 mpaka igonge 7 in the PM. And speaking of Dandora, nikikuchezea hii ngoma utajua ni nini tunamaanisha, au sio? Sikiza.
Yeah,